today to talk about Goal 6, the United States emergence as a world power. This is Tang. Tang is an isolationist. That means he prefers that people mind their own business and leave him alone and manage their own affairs. Up until the late 1800s, most Americans were like Tang, isolationists. In this video series, I will talk about the end of the isolationism and what that means for the United States. As I mentioned, Goal 6 is about the United States emerging as a world power. And information about Goal 6 is in Chapter 14 of your Orange Book. The first section we're going to deal with is Section 1 in Chapter 14, the roots of imperialism. In this presentation, we're going to deal with Objective 1, examine why the U.S. took an active role in world affairs. Objective 2, identify the United States military, economic, and political involvement in world affairs. In Objective 3, describe the impact of U.S. policies on other countries. Our essential questions are, why did the United States become involved in world affairs? How did the government's role in economic and political affairs change as America became more imperialistic? And what areas did the U.S. try to influence through military, economic, and political means? So I mentioned that Tang is an isolationist. Isolationism is the desire to stay out of foreign affairs, to mind your own business. And this has been the policy in the United States for most of the period up to the mid-1800s. If you remember from Washington's farewell address, Washington's advice was to stay out of foreign affairs. Also, we had the Monroe Doctrine, in which President Monroe said that Europe should stay out of this hemisphere. And it was an effort to avoid the United States having to get involved in world affairs. This political cartoon of Uncle Sam riding the bicycle made of worlds illustrates basically the fact that the United States was moving away from the tradition of the Monroe Doctrine, which is the horse, and moving on to this new and better means of operating in the world. In the next presentation, we'll talk about imperialism, what that is, and how the United States engaged in it in the beginning of the 1900s.